Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. I know I haven't been putting up a lot of videos lately. It's spring and there's been a lot of gardening and outside work to do, so I gotta get back into it. I have a couple shows coming up this summer. Not a lot, just a couple. So yeah, I'm gonna take my rings off later. So I have this piece of oak here. It is, let's see here. It's 120 millimeters by 120 millimeters to the edge here. Now I think I'm going to turn it down to get rid of this white off of here. So it'll probably be like 105 millimeters or 10.5 centimeters. I'll probably have to take a lot off this way. And it is, let's see, almost 60 millimeters thick. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to find the center. You see where the outside is white. I'm just going to make a couple little bowls here. I mean, I could leave the white on there. Might make a little interesting, different on the side of the bowl. Yeah, maybe this one I'll leave. I have 4 blocks of it, all cut about the same thickness. That's the outside, of course. Should be a little, might be a little bit softer on that side. I have 3 blocks. So what I'm going to do, yeah, I'll leave the white on this one, why not? So I'll take the corner here because this is the smallest side. This side is the little, you can see it goes out, so it's longer here than here. So I'll take the short side. I'm just going to mark it corner to corner to find the center, roughly. There. Corner to corner. It's not an exact science, and I broke my pencil. Other pencil. Always have a spare. I'll leave that one out for sharpening. There and there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this over to the drill press. I'm going to use my 2-inch Forstner bit. Just put a recess in there. This will be the top anyway. And I'll put the, yeah, I'll probably put a tenon on the bottom. Maybe a mortise, and then I don't have to finish it after, right? Right. Maybe I'll put a mortise on the bottom. Actually, yeah. I don't know. I'll see when I get there. Okay. Alright, so I've just used the Forstner bit on this to open it up, or to put a mortise in. Tighten it up. It's not bottoming out in any spots. Comes close here, but it's still about a millimeter away. Now it's on there. I can turn the bottom this way and the sides, get rid of these corners, and make a little bowl. Now something I'm going to do while I'm taking the corners off, I'm going to bring the tailstock up. Whoops. Just because I can. I'll have to extend it out quite a bit, maybe a couple inches, or I could move this over. Add a bit of a tap. There. Make sure it clears. There. Okay. Now I don't have this up hard. It's just barely holding it. Just if it does come off, it's not going to fly. And we're about 800 RPM right there, and it's shaking just a tiny bit. Okay, nice clean cut. Little bit of tear out there, probably because I was so aggressive, but I'm going to take that down anyway. Round it out. But we're all clean on the sides. Okay, so let's take this down. I think I'm going to put a 10 in on them because I like a nice clean bottom. Okay, so you can see it's a nice shape here. Now I think I might make this into another beaded bowl. It's smaller than the others I've done. So I need to have a little bit of a flat area here to make a groove for the beads to sit in. So I'm just going to smooth this out. I'll leave this flat. I'll probably bring the top down to, well, down to at least there. But I think I'll make a narrower beaded, maybe 7 beads wide or so. I don't know what pattern I'm doing yet. We'll figure it out, and I'm just going to turn the outside of this for now, because to make the beads, sometimes that groove has to be adjusted deeper, or if it's, depends how the pattern turns out on the beads, which way or how long it's going to be. The circumference of the bowl. So let's put a foot on here, and I'll take this down a little bit just to face the edge. Now I need to figure out what kind of pattern I'm going to put on here and how wide it's going to be. So I found this bracelet that I had made a while back. This one. It is 5 beads wide, and I think that will look good on there. I may have to adjust the pattern a little bit. I may only put like that section of it in there, repeated around the bowl. But if I go 5 beads wide for whatever pattern I use, I can make it fit. We'll go there. Let's do let's try this. Okay, so if I go about there, can I see that? Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so I have to go there and there. That should fit in there all right. So I'm going to go there, there, and I'm going to make the groove a little smaller than those marks, and I'll work my way up to it. I did hit record. I always question whether I've hit record or not, because, yeah, I know. There. Okay. So I have my parting tool here, and it's very dull, so I'm going to sharpen that up. Okay, so it's still under a little bit here, and it doesn't quite fit yet. So I'll take another half a bead width off of there. And it fits if I push. And I'm not going to push. So what I'm going to do, actually I'm going to raise this just a little bit. I'm going to put my beading tool in, and I'm just going to slide up to it sideways, because the side of this is also sharp. Tiny bit more. And I like the depth of that. It's about 3/4 of the depth of the beads. So the beads are still raised a bit from the bowl. So that gives me a little bit of wiggle room for the pattern, because when you do the pattern, you want it to match up. You don't want to end up halfway through the pattern or a quarter way through the pattern and then it just doesn't look right. I make sure my patterns always match up end to end, so that when you sew the ends together, you can't tell where it began or where it ended. So yeah, I've still got to take a little bit off of there. And there you can still see the pencil line, so yeah, we're good. And I think that should do it. And it does. Lays in there nice and flat. And it's snug. It doesn't wiggle side to side. Still a little raised here, a little bit. See, it actually holds on. So I think I will just take the rest of that off with a bit of sandpaper. I'll just stand the sandpaper on its side and touch it, and that should do it. And if that doesn't do it, I'm going to leave it the way it is, because if I play with it too much, there's going to be too much wiggle room. See, look at that, holds it. Okay, all right. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to clean up the bottom here of this tenon. And I'm going to sand it. So I will be back when I turn it around. Okay, now I'll do some sanding, and I'm going to put a finish on there. I'll probably just use shellac. Still a little rough there, but sandpaper will take that off. Yeah. Alright, We'll be back when I add the shellac. The weird marks in the bottom of this bowl are actually chatoyance. It looks like tear out, but it's not. So here are the two bowls I've made. There's this one. This is the first one I've done. Then here is the beads. I've already sewn the ends together and you can't tell where it starts and where it ends. So what I do, put the bowl upside down and just slide it on, and it is snug. Yeah, and it just snaps in and it's in the groove. And it still moves, you can see it moving. And it can be taken off if you want. You don't need to. But there it is. So we'll do the other one. This is another pattern I did. Yeah. I'm trying to do this way. It fits right in. So you can see it's 5 beads wide. And you want it snug so it doesn't slide off or slide out of that. There is a little bit of a stretch to it, so it just snaps right on. But there you go. There's 2 more bowls in the books. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you like my content. Thanks for watching. So I've been wondering if I should make lids for these bowls. It would just be a short lid, nothing high or elaborate. Let me know what you think in the comments.